Book 133, The Interesting Narrative of the Life of Olaudah Equiano. Olaudah Equiano's The Interesting Narrative is more than just an autobiography. It is a searing indictment of the transatlantic slave trade and a landmark in both African and abolitionist literature. First published in 1789, this memoir is one of the earliest first-hand accounts from a formerly enslaved African to be widely read across Europe and America. It's a powerful blend of personal testimony, spiritual reflection, and political advocacy that helped catalyze the abolitionist movement in Britain. Equiano was kidnapped from what is now Nigeria as a child and sold into slavery. Through his detailed and vivid storytelling, readers follow his harrowing journey across the Atlantic, his life aboard slave ships, and his eventual purchase of freedom. But the narrative is not just a tale of suffering. It is also one of resilience, intellectual awakening, and moral clarity. Equiano learns to read and write, becomes a Christian, and eventually becomes a prominent voice against the slave trade. What makes this book particularly compelling is Equiano's ability to speak across cultures. He writes in elegant 18th century English prose, yet his African roots, maritime experiences, and Christian faith intermingle to create a voice that is uniquely his own. His account is deeply personal, yet also strategic. He appeals to readers' morality, religion, and sense of justice, effectively blending emotional resonance with political urgency. The narrative challenges readers to confront the cruelty and inhumanity of slavery, not as an abstract evil, but as something lived and survived by a real person. Equiano's spiritual growth and ultimate transformation into an activist reflect a journey not only of survival, but of agency and dignity. For modern readers, it's a foundational text in understanding not just the horrors of slavery, but also the power of narrative to change hearts, minds, and history.